It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers coming up next.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chargers coming out to take over, and it is Justin Herbert at quarterback, CD, now in his 5th NFL campaign.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Nix. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Nix from the shotgun. Here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. So that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They run once more with Edwards. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's got Mason complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Again, Herbert. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Short throw underneath to Hurst. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. But for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Seven nothing is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Nix. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun is Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago. So a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there. And they get the first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown or for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left for a big play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's Nix once more. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
It's all pretty catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. They'll try and run. This is Williams. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Williams again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bo Nix taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time a 9-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. It's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Point to Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A defensive breakdown.
I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. Down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown. Quentin Johnston from 19 yards away. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Extra point up and good by Dickert, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That's 7 this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
Third and 19. To throw is Nix. Eluding the pressure right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Nix to the air. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first. Complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 28. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
To about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Throwing Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
We call a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Mims in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Touchdown, Broncos! Tim Patrick, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now it's Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 3. Up the middle, it's Williams. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Nix. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards that time.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. 2nd down and 8. Off the option, here's Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Denzel Perryman with a sack. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now it's Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. On the handoff, Edwards, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 28 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point try now from Dicker. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mims in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich from 3 yards out. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chargers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Herbert now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw again. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Nix to the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
We're accustomed to seeing strong quarterback play. We got that in the first half from Justin Herbert. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all told. And he's likely not done yet.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Williams going to get it again on second down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
And while it didn't work, I really can't fault him for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was a place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 58 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
To throw, here's Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
On play action, here's Nix. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Williams. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Charger drive about to get going. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
2nd down and 3. The tight end in motion right. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got another one to Johnston. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Edwards. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Well, what a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
Eye in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes. Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Broncos offense and Javonte Williams head out for this next drive. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They begin the drive with Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And Sutton will have a Broncos first down as he'll get this down to the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now it's Nix. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Operating from the gun, Nix. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Lutz to try to end the PAT. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Herbert. That is caught, and he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Edwards. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle, and they have regained the lead. So given 3 on that drive, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Here's Nix. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5. Looking to throw. Nix. Got his man. It's Dosich. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nix. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Williams. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
2nd and 1. Dancing to his... And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bo Nix taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. 15 yards there for number 15.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now a second and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Chargers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. Dobbins. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Donald Parham. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that gives him a 3-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Operating from the gun, Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Nix. Escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Chargers offense back onto the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Herbert now. A swing pass here to Edwards. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Extra point try now from Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Quentin Johnston who finished that drive off with a touchdown grab. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Broncos offense and veteran receiver Cortland Sutton getting set for their next drive. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Rolling to his right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Out right. This one goes to Patrick. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Nix to the air. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with the Charger drive about to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. Up the middle. Here's Edwards. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage. Work on that clock. See if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football. Gain some yardage and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Play action. It's Herbert. That's taken in by Palmer. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Will Disley from 4 yards out. And the Chargers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter. So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in 1 game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one. Extra point up good by Dicker, and the lead now up to 14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patrick. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Throwing Nix. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw is Nix. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Broncos 52.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Escapes the defender. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chargers getting set to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now Herbert. Buying time to his left. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Second and 11 now. On the handoff, Edwards. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write an end to this one. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.